High School Sports Live in partnership with ABC 27 News is proud to bring you the boys Mid-Penn Championship game here tonight. We're so happy that Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency, Hoffman Ford could be a part of this evening. Of course, Jack Giambalvo family of dealerships. I'm Gary Sutton, alongside of me, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson, and we got a good one coming up here tonight, guys. Trinity comes into this game 18-3, 12-0 out of the Capital Division of the Mid-Penn, and they have 119 threes. On the other side, you've got 19-4, 12-3 out of the Commonwealth. Chambersburg, they've rebuilt the last couple of years. Their championship caliber teams now. Todd McCall, very quickly, what are we looking for tonight from Trinity?
Well, for Trinity, I think they're going to go inside, and Kalen Veras has to be big inside. They also have to just have balanced scoring like they had all year, and they're going to have to match points in this game tonight, and I think they can do that. Trinity's capable.
Of course, Chance Westry and Patrick Walker, two outstanding players on the outside. On the other side, Jeff Thompson, you got a guy named Williams who leads that Chambersburg team.
Well, he can get into the lane, but Sean Schreffler's done an unbelievable job, the pride of West Perry.
We'll take a break. We'll come right back after the national anthem with our starting lineups here. High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
All across Pennsylvania, families are living their lives in their own homes. Not long ago, none of these families believed it possible. And then they discovered there was someone who could help. What was once only a dream is now a reality. Welcome home.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries?
Yep.
Milkshakes? You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant. Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Welcome back. It's the Mid-Penn Championships. Your officials for tonight, Vinny Peace, Brett Lawson, and Larry Bones Jones, all here tonight officiating this one. And don't forget, championship teams here, championship officials as well, Todd McCall.
Exactly. You want a veteran crew, and I mean, we had a great crew the last game here, and this girls game, that Cumberland Valley Trinity game, and expecting the same thing here. Just keeping the game as clean as possible and letting the teams play.
Might be the first time in years that Trinity is looking up at somebody here in terms of size. They've had some really big teams the last few years, but Veras jumping it up here against the big guy, Tyler Collier, and Chambersburg controls the tap. You talk about a team with some power-looking guys out there, strong-looking guys. Chambersburg's got it.
Well, they're in the Commonwealth, the old, what we call the old Mid-Penn 1, physical guys.
They're looking inside right away, and you can't get better than that. And a nice move down in the lane as they find Tyler Collier for his opening deuce of the night.
Yeah, they went to Collier. Collier got a great post position. And the physical play tonight, advantage is Chambersburg, so Trinity's going to have to match that.
And there's the problem also. Veras playing against him gets his first foul right out of the gate. Collier not going to go. And Veras saves it.
Westry, the freshman's going to bring it up. Really nice-looking player. Definitely a kid that's going to play at the high next level.
They try to go over the top. Managed to hang on to it. There's Westry. Westry buries it from downtown. Chance Westry with his opening three of the night.
That's a good sign for Trinity if he's going to hit that one early on.
Veras. And Chambersburg can't control it. First turnover of the night for the Trojans.
Seth Prowse tried to chase it down, just couldn't get to it.
So first turnover of the game here goes to Chambersburg. The Trojans out of the Commonwealth. 12-3 in the Commonwealth this year, a very rugged lead. Wasn't any one standout team, really. They kind of jumped out of the pack. Good move inside to Veras, and Veras in for a nice deuce.
And that was the key, I thought, to the game, is going inside to Veras. Veras had 16 points in a bucket winner at the bucket to beat Northern in the semifinal game.
What a wonderful job, though, creating the angle with the dribble. Big move. You're going to get a charge called right here. Going hard to the basket was Terrell Williams, and Williams picks up his first foul of the night.
Terrell Williams, big, strong kid. He's going to have to do that tonight.
There's one of the things you talk about, Todd. When you're big and strong like that, you have a lesser guy who's not as big, you tend to have the foul go against you no matter what happens.
Do.
It's a good call there, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that tends to happen a lot of times.
Trinity will execute you to death. They'll be patient as they need to be on offense to get the shot they want.
Veras, she's going to get called to the other end for a foul, and that's big. That's his second right away. 6:08 to go in the first quarter, and that's going to bring someone in very quickly for him, and that somebody is going to be Benjamin Nall.
Yeah, they can't afford to have Veras on the bench, but man.
I think the key is to try to keep Chambersburg out of the half-court game and make them pass the ball a little bit with these big guys. Kick it back outside. Good look for the three-line. Will not go off the hands of Ethan Schreffler, who's the son of the coach, Sean Schreffler, who's done an outstanding job at Chambersburg the last few years.
He sure has. I mean, Sean has been there for a long time. He came back for his second tenure, and it's been nothing but success.
Boy, Collier got inside somehow there, and Collier puts it home. He's got 4 points. Talk about well-rounded scoring. This Chambersburg team is all that.
Yeah, it's 10, 10, 9, you know.
Jump ball will stay with the Shamrocks.
Any one of those Chambersburg starting five can get into double figures. And I feel the same way about Trinity. They're a pretty balanced group, too.
2 turnovers so far for Chambersburg, 1 for Trinity in this one. Westry. Westry, only a freshman, 6'3". Had a big game against Bishop McDevitt, a one we called earlier in the season. And a turnover here against the Shamrocks.
Walker tried to go inside and Connor Moore, and it didn't work out.
Teams always tend to play quicker in the early moments of the game and trying to establish their rhythm. And on offense, that's not something good.
Chambersburg does a great job breaking the press. They just got to finish on this end.
Wonderful block there by Walker. Tyler Collier. And Tyler Collier, another player control foul here on Collier. So 2 big guys in trouble here early. As Collier will get the foul called. Foul actually going to be against Williams on that one. Shot goes up here. So Trinity, with their 3rd turnover here of the quarter so far. And the foul goes against Connor Moore, his first.
Trinity putting that press on, just trying to slow Chambersburg up the floor, and it is working. Chambersburg does a good job getting the ball up the floor.
Looking to get Collier, and they're going to try to wear out. They know exactly what they got down in there. Benjamin Nall giving away a lot of girth and a lot of size. They're going to try to wear him out. First foul on Nall. Inside it goes. 2nd straight time they've gotten a real easy shot on an inbounds play. They missed that little bunny. We head back in the other direction.
Yeah, Scheffler missed a bunny.
Westry looking to create here one-on-one. Back out it comes to Walker, and then the throwaway, but it's going to be tipped by Chambersburg as he was looking inside against Connor Moore. In for Trinity, Marcus Beckett, a 6'3" junior. For Nall, again, trying to equal out some of that size against Collier.
They're going to have to stay big. Trinity's got to be careful not to get too small in that lineup coming off the bench because, man, they are undermanned a little bit physically.
Benjamin Patton with it. Waving it around a little too much there is Marcus Beckett. He'll pick up the turnover, 4th one against Trinity here first quarter.
Scheffler did a great job on defense.
Collier says, I think I can make that three, and the rim says otherwise.
Look at a hustle by Williams to hustle it down.
Back inside it goes. Little turnaround, not going to go. Finally controlled by Westry. 3:19 to go here in the first quarter.
Chambersburg's cold.
Patton. That's got to be the floor general, be named Patton, right?
Pretty much. I mean, the general.
So the floor general, Patton, here at the line. Foul will be marked up on Terrell Williams, and that's his second foul now. Patton on the season, a 72% free throw shooter, and you like that stroke.
Came off his hands real well. Trinity's always been a good foul shooting team.
Into the game now is Braden Byers for Chambersburg, a 6'1" junior guard. This will sit Williams down. Second shot no good from Patton. 2-point lead for Trinity, 3:05 to go in the first. Big three, gonna nail it. Downtown from Mr. Scheffler. His first three of the night. Chambersburg with a 1-point lead, 7-6.
It's a big shot by Ethan. Had to happen. Had to go for him.
Westry, strong move, will not go. Picked off by Seth Browse. Another one that will not go from Braden. What Al McGuire always say, you got to sweat a little bit before you take your first three, right?
I always agreed with that. He came off the bench, but he is a scorer off the bench, though. He actually has had some great games from deep this year.
And you know the other thing, we never know the team as well as that coach does. He may want exactly that shot taken. Good passing here by Trinity. Good movement of the basketball. Walker trying to find something.
Good execution. Trinity's just going to take their time, and that's what you got to do. Just keep. Eventually somebody on defense will have a lapse, a middle lapse, and you'll get an easy bucket.
Their problem right now is they have no post player to use, so they're just using the ball, cuts, pick and rolls. There's a good shot from Westry, and in and out. Collier with a big-time rebound.
Collier ripped it down.
Chambersburg kind of with a controlled break. Tough shot. Going to go, though. Off the hands of Seth Browse, his first deuce of the night. Chambersburg's up the lead now to 3 here with 1:28 to go in the first.
Good shot by Browse. He kind of controlled that break a little bit, found an area to hit that nice jumper.
And the foul called against Collier, and I believe that'll be his second. As Walker with a nice change of pace. Let's get out of Jeff Thompson here. Jeff, you're right down there on the baseline where Trinity's bringing it in. What do you have?
Well, Chambersburg's awfully strong inside, and I'm very impressed with Seth Browse, the way he handles the ball. He didn't take a shot in the semifinals, and he just hit stroke of beauty.
Well, there was an easy shot. Not going to go, though, off the hands of Holsapple. 1:10 to go. Walker's got it. 3-point lead for the Trojans here in the first quarter of the boys' Mid-Penn Championship game. Trinity has 5 wasted possessions this quarter with turnovers.
Good patience, though. Look at the patience right now. Moving the ball well. Execute when you get a good one.
They're looking to post up Connor Moore, but nothing available. See how hard they're trying to get it inside. It's tipped away, but they're looking for more almost exclusively at the moment. 42.6 seconds to go in the quarter.
Well, you know, for Trinity's game plan, Varus and Long have been the inside presence, and that's where they've looked.
Walker hasn't seen a shot yet this quarter. Nowhere to go right now. There's your shot. Look by Walker. That will not go in his first effort. I think you're going to have an over-the-back call against Chambersburg. Make that against Trinity, as it's going to be called against Connor Moore. Connor Moore's second of the game, fifth now against the Shamrocks. You got the look you wanted that time, Todd, from Walker, but just couldn't look it up.
Patrick just couldn't. I mean, right now they're struggling from outside. I mean, it's very cold. The rim's tight for them, for Trinity. But that was a look. It was in rhythm.
Need a shot, and it's not going to count. He let it go too late. If it got in the hands of Seth Browse, could not make it before the buzzer. 9-6 first quarter. You're watching High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Logan Stumpf, and at Capital Region Insurance Agency, we take distracted driving very seriously. It's important for young drivers to know that texting while driving is actually 6 times more likely to cause an accident than drinking and driving. Cell phone use while driving leads to 1.6 million crashes each year. Nearly 390,000 injuries occur each year from accidents caused by texting and driving. And lastly, 9 people in the United States are killed each day as a result of crashes involving a distracted driver. I have the privilege of coaching these young men behind me on the court, but the best part of all is being able to influence them off the court in a positive way.
Teens need to realize the repercussions of their actions while texting and driving, because it doesn't only put their lives at risk, but others as well.
At Capital Region Insurance Agency, we partner with High School Sports Live to help bring awareness of the negative effects of distracted driving. To learn more, visit our website or give us a call today at 717-731-1142. Remember, if you take the call, you risk it all.
Breaking news, Team Pennsylvania AAU is now offering 4th to 11th grade AAU at the silver, gold, and showcase levels. TPA is known for high school showcase and known for placing players in college. Advanced Hoops will focus solely on skill training by professional coaches. Players from all over Pennsylvania will be trying out on February 23rd and 24th for Team Pennsylvania 4th to 11th grade team. Go to www.advancedhoops.com to see the tryout schedule. We come back, quarter number 2 here, 9-6. Chambersburg leads it. First quarter, nothing to write home about. 1 of 4 for the three-point line. 4 rebounds to 6, all defensive for Trinity. But maybe the big number there, turnovers 5-3 for Trinity so far. 9-6 to score in the game. Jeff Thompson, what do you have the first quarter?
Well, big guys really battled hard, but they're all out of the game right now with foul trouble. We've got 5 subs into the game right now.
There's a turnover by Chambersburg to start the quarter. Westry's got it, and it's going to go off Chambersburg, out of bounds. Todd, tractor pull the first quarter.
That's what it was. I mean, great way to call it. Both teams are tight a little bit here in this championship game. I mean, I think Chambersburg had the better offensive sets. They got better looks at it. Trinity just couldn't knock down a long ball either.
Nice shot there. Screen, as putting it away, is going to be Zangari into the game. L.A. Zangari.
That's how you kind of get this thing back, coming back in your end. Just get some easy buckets at 10 foot away, 8 foot away, 5 foot away.
Capital Region trying to make it 2 tonight, and Trinity trying to make it 2 as the girls won the opening game 46-42. A lot of pride on display for the 4 divisions here in the Mid-Penn. The guards are loving this right now. All the bigs are out of the game, Jeff, and so the guards are saying, hey, let us play a guard basketball here a little bit.
A lot of guard play here now.
A good screen of the ball, then a step back. Not going to happen. Wonderful rebound by Holsapo. Chambersburg controls. It's one of those grinder games so far.
Both teams are patient. Chambersburg's very patient offensively, trying to get that look that they want.
They are really looking at that post every time, trying to get Holsapo in there. Holsapo really is sitting down on his man. Holsapo cannot make it go. Here's Westry out of the pack again, and Westry going hard to the basket. Westry getting the shot up, going to get fouled on the play.
I saw Ty Holsopple shoot that same shot that he shot here down on the other end on the offensive end and make 4 or 5 of them in warm-ups when no one was on him. But it's different when you got a longer hand on you and in your face, but he's got to make that.
Foul against Aaron Maynard, who's just got in there a few moments ago. His first foul as the first one rattles in and out for Westry. Westry with 3 in the game via the tray. Walker will check off to the bench. Marcus Beckett back in for him. Second shot for Westry up and good. You got to think that Chance Westry's going to have a few knocks on his doors as the years go by here at Trinity.
You're right.
So 9-9, 5:54 to go in the first half.
You like two teams that are going to be offensively patient. These are the two teams, and this is why they're here in the Penn Championship. They can control the ball. Boy, if they get a lead, forget it, because they can.
Boy, you got a good big pass underneath there, and then you couldn't convert. You got exactly where you wanted, and then the foul called in frustration against Chambersburg. That's a 16 foul.
And what I meant to say is anytime one of these teams get an 8-10-point lead, they are dangerous because they're so patient offensively, and a 10-point lead can be like a 20-point lead with either one of these teams because look at that.
Great cut to the basket. Wonderful pass from Westry, and in very nicely is Ali Zangari. He's now got 4 points in the game off the bench. Trinity with a 2-point lead.
Chambersburg trailed the cutter. You cannot trail a cutter. You got to bump the cutter, and that's why they got beat.
5 unanswered by Trinity here, and they've got the ball again off the missed 3. Westry underneath. Up, not going to go. Pulled down on the other side by Aaron Maynard. And a foul called against the Shamrocks. That'll be their 6th. And the foul gets marked up against Donald Trey McAuliffe just into the game. So 6 either way now, 4:58 to go to the half. Don't forget we'll have the Jack Giambavo halftime report coming up for you. And throwaway here by Chambersburg, their 3rd turnover. Long into the game now, and then a turnover, some happy feet against Zangari. That's 6 turnovers in the game now to 3. Trinity, that's one they don't want to be in the lead on.
Yeah, that's exactly. I mean, turning the ball in a championship game kill you every time. Zangari heard about it too from Coach Kaz. He said, you know,
Jim Gallagher, our statistician, just correctly, he said 5 now against Chambersburg, so a little bit more even in the turnover department.
Chambersburg going motion, going box-to-box screens, looking inside every time.
Nice pull-up. Rattles it down somehow. Does Mr. Browse.
Browse gets the shot that he wants.
Seth Browse with 4 points. It was 2 points eventually.
Used every bit of that rim.
Long with the basketball. Backdoor cut. Nice play as they got going to the basket. Zangari really moves well without the basketball. Jeff Thompson, you got to like those kind of cuts, man. When you're overplayed, they say backdoor, right?
Yeah, and he sold that foul pretty well, too. I'm continue to be impressed with Seth Browse and how well he plays defense.
Foul on Maynard. Shot is up and good.
Zangari, a spark off the bench for Trinity.
A lot of new players. Walker back into the game. Benjamin Dahl back in. So a small lineup on the floor right now for the Shamrocks as a second shot will be missed by Zangari.
I'm kind of wondering when Coach Kozlak's going back with Veras if he's going to just try to ride it out here the first half or not.
Of course, the other side got Coach Scheffler saying, when am I going to come back with Collier? So little chess match of the minds there as to when they re-enter the game. It's interesting. The game started as a big guys game.
It did. And
it's now ended up being a guard game.
I think we're all surprised by that. Fouls early for the big guys.
Here's see one of the best coaches in the business right there, Larry Kostelak Jr. Had a chance to coach against him in an Eastern Final game one time. I tell you, this guy can coach, as can Coach Schreffler, obviously.
I had too many opportunities to coach against Coach Koslak. Being in the same league, one time we tied first half, second half. That's when you had first half, second half championships. We played 4 times a year. I mean, I've seen enough of the green and white. Morris and Walker and all the greats.
That foul was on Westry, by the way. That's a 7. So 7 both ways. Here's Long. Long with a tough shot. Rebound, Walker. Walker puts it up. Walker with 2 and a chance to make it 3.
And we talk about Walker. His dad, Matt Walker, played at UMBC down in Baltimore, and that started that whole Walker legacy. And then Mikey Walker, who we know went on to play at Penn State. Mikey wore number 4, by the way, and Patrick, his nephew, and his father, a great player, both 1,000-point scorers, his uncle and his dad. So
don't forget the sister there,
and
too.
Chrissy Walker,
Chrissy
his
Walker.
aunt. What a great player she was, went on to play at Delaware.
So the shot is going to be missed here by Walker for the 3-point chance. There have been about 15 Walkers have played here, right?
Oh,
I'm
okay.
kidding. I'm over-exaggerating a bit, but great family, too, by the way. Just a great family.
Walker's.
Pull up. Nice shot along the baseline.
Morris's.
Good look from Ethan Schreffler. He's now got 5 points in the game.
Scheffler helping the calls out here a little bit.
1-point lead as Westry trying to make a move here against Browse. Oh, what a great spin move. And a beautiful job getting to the basket. Benjamin Patton with his 3rd point of the night. 3-point lead for the Shamrocks. Under 2.5 to play.
Patton, beautiful move when he needed it. He's the smallest guy on the floor, but he's probably got the most heart of everybody. And right now they're trying to take advantage of the mismatch, and they're going to do that. Look what they did.
Oh, no foul call. No foul call there. Wow. Here's off the bench. Another 3 not going to go from Chambersburg. And a big-time rebound there yanked down by Nall.
Man, when you pull a rebound down in this game, you have got to be physical with it or you will get it pulled away from you.
Yeah, the referee's letting them play here tonight. You like that?
Look at that. Look how physical it is. It's just crazy physical.
And Walker trying to make a little too much happen one-on-one right there.
I believe right now as a coach, I understand they're letting them play. It'd be hard for me not to say anything now because there's just almost every play is a foul.
Well, the problem is, I think Jeff Thompson, defense has become the aggressive part of this game. Defense is allowing, it's taking good offense away, and you're watching great defense and very physical defense as well.
Yeah, defense is winning right now. Browse got crushed on the last drive to the hole.
He did. He really did.
So at the line, Max Doctor. Max Doctor cannot make it go. And a rebound to Trinity. They've got a 3-point lead, 1:42 to go to the half. If you like great offense, probably not your night. If you like great defense, You're watching it. Westry lets it go to the corner. Good move to the basket. Not going to go. Good job of the intimidation factor there coming across was Max Doctor.
Yeah, no missing easy when he wished he could have it back.
Henry Shearer in there for Chambersburg right now. And the ball will stay with the Trojans. Larry Koselak not terribly happy with that call.
Kyra Morton came in the game for Chambersburg and took a shot right away and came in. It looked good when it left his hands.
The referees, I think, starting to grab a little bit of control of this game at the moment. I think Schreffler was called for the foul along the baseline. Chambersburg is 1 of 3 from the 3-point line, and the foul gets marked up against Kyra Morton.
Actually, Chambersburg was 1 for 8, Gary, from the 3-point lane. Man, that's where you just say to yourself, maybe we need to go inside, but we don't have that presence, obviously, as you said, with Collier on the bench.
And every one of those misses makes that defense screw in tighter and tighter to the lane.
It plays in the hands of Trinity. I mean, these are,
There's Westry. Great move by Westry. Up. Finds a way to get it down, and Westry hard to the basket.
I always believe he needs to be a little less selfish. I know he's only a freshman. He is an absolute great player. He can get to the basket.
He's got 6 in the game right now. 18-13. Trinity has stretched it out. 35 seconds to go. Coming up at half, we have the Jack Giambavo halftime report featuring the Capital Region and AT&T halftime stats and the Highmark first half highlights. So at the line, up and good, is Max Doctor. Doctor 1 out of 2 there so far tonight. Foul against Marcus Beckett. That'll be his first. Team ninth, 9 both ways. Here's Doctor with his second. In and out. Pulled down by Benjamin Nall. So 25 seconds to go. You got to think they're going to go for one shot here. Nowhere to go. And Westry on the line. Big turnover there. 7th of the game. So 18-14. Now Chambersburg gets a chance at the last shot. Down by 4. Ticks down to 10. Browse getting stuck. 5 to go. You need a shot.
Gotta get it off.
And there you get that kind of shot, and that was not what you wanted. 18-14 at the half. We'll be back with our Jack Giambavo halftime report as the boys' Mid-Penn Championship game. Trinity leads it on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27. Coming back, we'll have an interview with Steve Little and John Polly next.
I'm with Samantha Johnson from the Commonwealth Charter Academy. She is the director of the new aquaponics program here at Commonwealth. Talk about why this was created and the benefits it has for your students.
AgWorks at CCA gives students the skills necessary to enter the field of agriculture. It's a controlled environment system, so they learn about aquaponics, hydroponics, and aeroponics.
Students from all over the state benefit from this program that's located here in Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. But I would think students from an urban environment would benefit tremendously because of the geography of where they live. Can you talk about that?
Absolutely. Students in an urban setting sometimes have difficulty getting fresh organic produce. In a system like this, they can not only learn how to grow it, they also can learn how to sell it.
Sam, talk about how unique Commonwealth Charter is providing this program for students. There doesn't seem to be anything like this out there.
Mm-hmm. We are the largest publicly accessible aquaponics system in the country. So our students come here throughout the state of Pennsylvania, but they can also log online in order to access our dashboard, see all the data within the system. We also have cameras throughout the system, so students all across the state can come ready to learn. The easiest way to learn more about our program is to go online to ccaeducate.me. From there you can learn more about our school and also more about how to volunteer and help out with AgWorks at CCA.
Welcome back to Milton Hershey, where Trinity's holding on to an 18-14 lead over Chambersburg. A battle here. We had a game before. Girls, Cumberland Valley comes away with a loss. Trinity with the win in the medal round. But I want to talk a little bit about Team Pennsylvania with Coach Steve Little and John Polly on the girls' side, Steve Little on the guys' side. First of all, the excitement about the girls' Team Pennsylvania teams. And let's just get right away. Tryouts, the importance of tryouts and when they're all coming up.
Tryouts will be on the 23rd, 24th of February. You can go to our website, teampahoops.com, register, see the time for your age group.
And Coach Pauly, the excitement of being part of an AAU, it extends your season by many games, and the importance that it's been for a lot of players to play at the next level.
Oh, absolutely. You're going to, at the showcase level, you're going to get probably somewhere between 35 and 40 more games in. High-level competition. We're going to be able to play in North Carolina, also D.C., and Louisville, Kentucky this year.
And, Coach, Louisville, Kentucky, I mean, home of basketball, if you really want to think about it. Coach Steve Little on the guys' side, Team Pennsylvania. Let's talk right away, tryouts.
Oh, tryouts are coming. They're here. And this is something that these guys really don't want to miss. The opportunity to go to Atlantic City, Hoop Group, Jam Fest in Pittsburgh, all over the place. Albany, the Gym Rats, always a great event right there. So we take guys places. College coaches are there, and the bottom line is they will get better from quality coaching as well.
And let me talk about this, guys, and both of you know the importance of Team Pennsylvania recruiting. Just want to give one word on why it's so important to play AAU, in particular on this guy's side, the recruiting aspect of things.
Yeah, well, it's big. You know, if you have a lot of these young guys who want to play on the next level, well, you have to be seen. If they don't see you, then they won't know you. You won't have that opportunity. So, you know, I mean, Team PA is that opportunity for you. It's a proven fact over the years.
Team PA, Steve Little, the male side, boys side coach, girls side coach, Coach John Pauly, and that's Team Pennsylvania AAU tryouts. Check the websites. It's coming up. We'll be right back with more after this. Trinity up 18-14 in the Mid-Penn Championship.
Come test drive the new Jeep on Stetler's amazing Jeep Trail.
During the Big Finish event, drive a 2019 Jeep Cherokee for just $199 a month. Yes, just $199 a month.
Drive better, drive Stetler at StetlerAuto.com.
I got the phone call that every parent dreads. Our beautiful 19-year-old daughter Peyton had died. Sudden cardiac arrest had ended her precious young life. This #1 killer of student athletes and leading cause of death on school campuses attacked our family. Many heart conditions that can lead to sudden cardiac arrest aren't found during routine physicals. That's why the Peyton Walker Foundation provides free heart screenings for teens. Help prevent sudden cardiac arrest in your family. Visit PeytonWalker.org.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for. Hoffman has it.
Welcome back to our halftime report, the Jack Gianvalvo halftime report. And the first half, guys, might have reminded you a little bit of if you've ever watched a tractor pull, might be a good example. But 18-14, definitely physical, definitely defense travels well. Jeff Thompson, tell us what you saw the first half.
Well, Chambersburg Biggs didn't play the second quarter. A couple of them had 2 fouls, but they've got to play in the second half because that's their bread and butter. Both teams played excellent defense.
They really did. But Veras went to the bench right away for Trinity, so any thought they had about and one was on a controlled call, charge call, so he went to the bench early. So the Bigs went off the floor, and it turned into a guard game there. First quarter into the second quarter there, Todd.
Well, it turned into a guards game that it benefited Trinity easily because they were like, hey, we can do this. We are so patient with the ball. We'll do whatever we want to get the shots we want. And they got to the basket. Veras has got to play a lot of minutes. But, look, it benefits Trinity 18-14. Collier's got to come back in. Got to get Williams back in. You got to tell these guys, hey, you want to win a Mid-Penn championship? Play through the fouls.
And the biggest thing you got to think about the first half is the team that changes best to a different kind of character than what they're used to is going to be the team that's going to win the basketball game, Jeff.
Well, if it's a chess match, you don't want to lose your queen, and I think that's what happened in the first half.
Exactly right.
Well, let's take a look right now at our Highmark highlights here in the first half. There weren't a lot of offensive ones, a lot of good defensive ones, but Westry probably was maybe the best offensive player on the floor for Trinity. And then you saw the hard drive, and there was the charge we were talking about. Big guy Collier made his effect known early, and then outside it went to Schreffler, who's an outstanding shooter out there, coach's son. Saw a nice pull-up by Browse along the baseline. And then for Trinity, great cut to the basket. And you find Mr. Nall or Mr. Zangari going through, easy layup. And then a nice move here by Benjamin Patton. Westry again, inside, soft little put-up, and a teardrop over the basket. So some pretty good guys here in the first half, not a lot of scoring. And let's take a look at our halftime stats here in just a moment. Our Capital Region AT&T halftime stats. And again, the stats, I think, in the first half aren't going to tell us a whole lot other than what we already have seen, that this game belongs to defense, it belongs to physical. The officials are letting them play, which is as it should be, I think, in a Mid-Penn championship game, Todd.
And I think right. It's very physical. I tell you what, you got to pull through. When you get the ball, you're liable to get it just slapped away from you, pulled away from you. So you got to be strong with it. And we talked about that. Jeff and I talked about it, and I think you too, Gary. Chambersburg is a very physical, strong team. They play in the Commonwealth. But you know what? Trinity actually matched the physicality in that half, I thought.
I thought Trinity did a good job of making their offense their defense there for a while, Jeff, and making sure Chambersburg didn't have the basketball and really did a pretty good job passing. They didn't convert as well as I know Larry would like them to convert, but did a pretty good job.
Well, they squeezed them with their offense by running it to death. That's tiring to play defense on some of the offensive players that Trinity have for that long.
Well, there's one thing you know for sure. If you have the basketball and you can handle it, the other team can't score. I mean, just a simple 100% rule always. Here are our Capital Region at AT&T halftime stats to take a look at them. Anything jump out there at you guys?
Well, foul line. I mean, or 2-point line and the foul line. That to win championship games, you've got to convert in both places, and neither team really did very well. And that turnover single digit's not bad.
No, 8 turnovers for Trinity, 5 on the other side for Chambersburg. And it's how close the game is here in the first half. We're going to take a break. We'll come right back. We'll get ready to start the third quarter, all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Come test drive a new Jeep.
Brian, I just wanted to thank you for all that you do for making the dream of home ownership available for so many families, and the ability to not have to knock on that door and knowing it's your place of home. So on behalf of all you do for our community, all you do for making home ownership affordable and accessible to all people within the community, and especially for your commitment to the exposure to our young kids through high school sports, we're here to say today thank you.
Thank you, George. It's always a pleasure. Commissioner Hartwick. We're proud to partner with High School Sports Live to bring exposure to high school sports, supporting the hard work of so many of our student athletes. Being raised in the area, this is home for me, so it gives me extra pleasure to do that for these athletes. I'm proud of them.
And on behalf of High School Sports Live, we would like to thank you, Brian, with a premier sponsor plaque for 2019, making it possible that over 45 broadcasts were telecast for high school student athletes all across South Central Pennsylvania.
Getting ready to start the third quarter here on High School Sports Live TV and Trinity. And Chambersburg hooked up in a good one here, 18-14. Saw Christy Britton sitting over there behind the Trinity bench. She's already got a win tonight, 46-42 with her Trinity Shamrocks in overtime. Trinity trying to make it 2 tonight for the Capital Region and 2 for their team. And they'll get the ball to start the third quarter here with a 4-point lead as well. Sean Schreffler, the coach for Chambersburg. Of course, Larry Kostelak the third. Make that Larry Kostelak third as the associate goes. Larry Kostelak, I guess that makes him the second, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Here's a look by Long.
Good look.
Collier back in the game, so is Veras now. So we go back to making it a Bigs game. Let's see if both players can stay on the floor. There's that high-low right away. And right away they go into Collier. And right away Collier scores.
And you know what? If they can stay on the floor, I mean, boy, advantage Chambersburg.
Well, and that's a smart move there by Coach Schreffler because Veras has 2 fouls.
Right.
The next foul he gets, he's going to come out of the game. And then Collier's going to have free reign in there.
And that's what he and Williams does really well together, that high-low. Look how well they play together when they're on the court.
Well, we talked about it before. When you make the high-low from straight over top, you can't get help side very well unless leaving people open for threes.
Right.
Here's Westry. Just have a feeling he's ready to break out here. Good pass inside. Nice, easy score on a great pass from Westry. Connor Moore with his first deuce of the night. Nice answer for Trinity. That is not, I think, where Collier wants to be shooting the ball. Ahead it goes to Veras, who's cherry picking. Veras is in for 2.
Veras has 4, and that just get him going back into big 6'7" body. Get him going back into the game a little bit.
Well, Tyler Collier taking the 3. Veras wasn't back down the floor yet, so all
Right.
you got to do is turn around and go the other way, and they had to find him.
Right.
There's Collier.
Collier's 6'8", so he even's taller than Veras. Big bodies in there.
Veras just playing behind him, playing soft. Westry comes back. Ooh, bad shot. Collier with an easy rebound. Trojans have it. Schreffler takes his 3. In and out.
Look good, just, man, like lids on these rims, a tight
Yanked
rims.
down by Connor. Says, give me some more rebounds. Oh, and Veras never got off the screen. Walker was looking for him. Veras was still hung up on the screen. 8 turnovers now against, make that 9 turnovers against Trinity in the game. Chambersburg trying to cut into the 6-point lead, and now you got some Push it around underneath the basket. Is it on the bigs?
I think it's going to go against. It's going to be signaled against.
Veras?
No, I think it's Matt Long.
Veras.
Veras. It was Veras.
Picks
wow.
up his third. Huge foul.
Where Veras just cannot get into groove in this game because he's foul called.
Now Connor Moore is up against Collier. And a good block, it looked like, by Walker or Moore. I think we see it again here. Just a good screen and then a shape up underneath.
Yeah.
So at the line is Ty Holsapple, his first time there tonight. And in and out it goes. Those are cool when they do that, aren't they?
I tell you, they got the benefit of.
And that's the third foul against Moore. That's a big one.
They even had the benefit of the rims here.
Holsapple, second one is up and good. He's got one on the night. So 22-17, Trinity leads it by 5. 2 of 6 for the game from Chambersburg on the free throw line. Not exactly stellar. Long, good look from Long. Off the front of the iron. Out of the pack comes Williams. Williams has pretty much been a non-factor that has no points in this game. He averaged 10.1.
Yeah, he hasn't. He set so much in that second quarter, or that after that first quarter, because of fouls, and he hasn't been able to get back in the game.
Holsapple again, as they went high-low from Collier to Holsapple, he'll draw another foul. Foul against Trinity, against Walker. That's his second. I don't think there's any question, Jeff Thompson, where Chambersburg wants to go this quarter, is there?
Their strength. Tyler is a very strong young man. I know we talk a lot about Ty Holsapple's a very strong young man. Tyler Collier is also.
When Holsapple's gotten to the line 3 times, he's made 2. He's trying to make it 3 points on the night, and does. Holsapple kind of a big presence down in that post so far here in this quarter. So a 3-point lead, 5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
This is a guy I think he could be a little bit less selfish. I mean, that's Westwick, unselfish. He could probably do a little bit more in this game. I know he's only a freshman.
Tell you what, whoever plays these two teams, I don't care if they're the 6A playoffs or in the 3A playoffs, I wouldn't want to be the team having to play either one of them.
Neither one of them, actually. I mean, and that's where Trinity goes into 3A playoffs with the size they have, and they just destroy teams. In Chambersburg, I mean, we know Sean Scheffler has won district championships with teams very much cut like this, very similar in size. So I'm anxious to see. I wouldn't be surprised we call these guys again.
Big foul in there. Holsapple, with his third foul, he's out of the game for the moment. Walker gets stuck, pulls it back out. Good 3 out of the offense, rattles in and out off the hands of Zangari. Quickly, Chambersburg in the other direction. Collier gets up. Collier for the easy 2.
See, Collier makes it look easy. He has 8.
And timeout on the floor, 22-21. Trinity's lead has been cut to 1. It's all here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Hi, sweetheart.
Hey, you two. It's dinner time.
When Marcus and Michelle were starting their family, they came to the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency for their home loan. We're proud we could help Marcus, Michelle, and Mia. If you're looking for an affordable home loan or refinancing option, give us a call. We offer down payment and closing cost assistance too. Call us weekdays 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. or check our website. We're the Pennsylvania Housing Finance Agency. We help home ownership dreams come true.
And an array of financing options, including mortgages and home equity loans. Stop in the Mid-Penn Bank branch near you or visit midpennbank.com to learn more. Welcome back. 4:23 to go here in the third quarter. Trinity with the basketball. The lead has now shrunk to 1. They had it up to 6 a moment ago. Trying to get Westry involved right here. Great defense in the middle of the lane by the Trojans. Trinity with a lot of handoff, weave-type basketball here. Westry trying to find a move. He does, gets a shot up, and he's put Collier on the bench.
Now, he has the ability, Westry. Now, we saw this in that early game we had against McDevitt. Remember when all of a sudden he just started getting into a flow and started doing a little bit more? He can definitely do this kind of thing. Get to the basket.
We'll see what Coach Shreffler does here. He chooses to keep Collier in there right now, at least for the moment.
I almost think he has to. I mean, don't want to let this game get out of hand. I mean, when I say out of hand, I mean Trinity had built that lead in the second quarter because they went guard versus guard, and they'll beat you. They're more patient offensively.
So Coach Shreffler trades 3 for 3. He's got Holzapfel in there who's carrying 3 fouls and takes Collier out of there.
You talk about stressing coaches out right now.
Throwing the dice here at the moment. Second shot for Westry up and good. Got 8 points in the game now, does the freshman. Back up to a 3-point lead it goes for the Shamrocks. Holzapfel trying to make something go. Double team, jump ball. Ball will stay with Chambersburg. Let's get down to Jeff Thompson. Jeff, the defense continues to rule the night here so far.
It's still a defensive game. Look for Ethan Shreffler for a 3. He broke open the last game with a crucial 3, and they're going to need him right now.
Great point. He's a guy who can make them in a hurry. And there he is. You get the 3, and there he is again. Thank you, Coach Jeff. Barry.
Just like you drew it up, Coach Jeff. I mean, literally, I'd go to him more, especially that out-of-bounds play. It's working.
Shreffler ties it up 24-24. They had to play 5 quarters in the first game. Kind of looking like that here. Downtown it goes. Going to hit off the top. Going to belong to Chambersburg.
These aren't bad shots that Sangari's taking. I mean, they're in rhythm. He's just not getting. I mean, they look good when they leave his hands. I mean, I wouldn't be frustrated about that shot at all.
It's almost like there wasn't a defender out on him. He had to think about it a little bit.
Yeah,
the worst thing he could do before a shot is think. Trinity 1 out of 8 for the game for the 3-point line. And the drive to the basket by Max Doctor. He's going to go back to a place he's been fairly familiar with tonight, the line.
Did that one go against? Yeah, that one.
It's a 4th foul now on Connor Moore.
Man, they need Connor too. A senior at 6'4". He's physical. I mean.
Well, you already have Veras on the bench. Now you're going to put Moore on the bench. Walker checks back in, along with Benjamin Nall, who's now going to have to guard a big on the inside.
And you know what this game's becoming? This game's becoming a bench game. This game is becoming how deep is our bench to come away and win a game. And how many times in playoffs? I can remember numerous times as coach going deep in my bench in playoffs because it happens sometimes.
First lead by Chambersburg since 2:55 in the first quarter.
Wow.
And now Trinity goes back to being a guard-oriented team here. You're going to see a lot of cutting. Oh, you got a good open shot there for Walker. He lets it go and buries it. That's exactly what you wanted to do. Get it in rhythm. Walker with 5 points.
Boy, Patrick Walker needed that one. Trinity needed that one. If I was Sean Shreffler, I wouldn't be surprised. I would maybe try to go back with Collier right now with Veras on the bench and see if they try to match that or not. If not, they'll kill him.
They're looking for Holzapfel again. Williams has yet to get involved in the game,
which is surprising.
Williams turns around. He gets involved right now, though. Terrell Williams, a nice turnaround, Jay. His first 2 of the night.
He's kind of unorthodox, but that's what I like about him. Is just that he needed that. They needed that.
Westry, little shake and bake. Westry kicks it out. Chambersburg really has a great ability to close out. And now you're going to drive to the basket. Foul called against Chambersburg.
You know, this is the great thing about us at High School Sports Live. There's 3 coaches here, all 3 of us. I would probably be telling this guy, number 11, Westry, keep doing that, please.
And Max Doctor with his first foul, or his 3rd foul, rather. I will get that corrected. 2nd foul on Max Doctor, finally. We need to doctor that up. And at the line is Westry. He makes his first. He'll get a chance at one more.
I believe Chance Westry is the one guy who can create his own shot for Trinity.
He's got 9 points on the night. Trinity by 1, 28-27 and a low-scoring affair so far.
Look for Williams to start getting going here a little bit, getting to the basket. Or looking at seeing if he has a mismatch on Zangari on defense.
You got Doctor down there. Williams puts it inside. And now you take Seth Browse, who's a pretty good sized guard, and you invert him and get him to post up down there. Jeff, nice post up by the guards. And
unbelievable post up. Unfortunately for Trinity, the guard put 2 hands on Browse. Too strong down there.
First foul called on Benjamin Patton. 1 point lead, Trinity. Chambersburg with a chance right here. They try to get inside, take it away. 6th turnover of the game now by the Trojans.
Trojans couldn't get it in, and how big was that possession? They were down 1. They wanted to get an easy bucket. Now Trinity with the ball up 1.
1:14 to go in the quarter. Trinity with the basketball. Bang, bang play. It's going to belong to Trinity. You can see Larry over on the far side there. Coach Kostelak saying, man it up, guys. You got to hang on the basketball. This is a physical game. You know, this game always will help you get ready for the districts, too, because the districts you tend to see more physical games than you do during the course of the year in most places.
Yeah, it's a battle, but this is an extra game for both teams, really. You want to win it, but it's an extra game before the playoffs.
Great backdoor that goes off the knee out of bounds of Zangari. So that's turnover number 10 now against the Shamrocks.
And Gary, how about this? If you're Trinity, this is a great game to be playing before the district. Are you going to play this type of physicality or this size in the 3A? You might not even see it.
Well, these guys are in 6A here you're talking about with Chambersburg, so they are just constant invert right there. Dump off. Shot off the side of the backboard. Quickly out of the huddle comes Patton. Patton dumps it off. Underneath it goes. Yanked down by Williams. 20 seconds to go. Here comes Williams. All the way down. Max Doctor in for 2.
I just saw something that I got to ask a question about. Why isn't Chambersburg running like that more often? I mean, they have that ability to do that, Gary.
Great outlet pass. Doctor in there. Take a look again. You see Williams gets it out. Finds the man wide open. Sees him going down. And then the battle at the basket. Alex Zangari gets called for the foul, his first. And at the line is Max Doctor. 2 out of 4 there so far today.
Doctor runs the floor well, and that's what they do well when they have Williams in there, because Williams knew one thing he was going to do, and that was push that ball up the floor on that possession.
Doctor up, good. So a 2-point lead now after the 3-point play the tough way for Max Doctor. 30-28, 10 seconds to go. You got to get a good shot here. What do you want?
I would isolate Westry and let him take it to the basket.
They got Long instead. Long can't make it go. Rebound taken away by Chambersburg, and that's the end of the third quarter. 30-28. We head to the fourth, and we're going to stay right here for a moment. Fans, High School Sports Live would like to announce that the Hershey cheerleaders won the Giant Food Fight, sponsored by Giant Foods. In partnership with the Central Pennsylvania Food Bank, cheerleading squads this year have competed to gather non-perishable food items to donate to the Central PA Food Bank. The cheerleaders from Hershey are the 2019 champions, gathering over 300 pounds of food items to win the Giant Food Fight. Congratulations, Hershey cheerleaders. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
Under a new state law, all electronics must be recycled.
Welcome to the Dauphin County Recycling Center, where recycling is quick, easy, and free.
You may recycle appliances or even cell phones.
We're open 6 days a week, and recycling is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
Contact our helpful staff at the Recycling Center or visit our website for more information.
Help us protect our planet, because tomorrow does matter.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And welcome back to the beginning of the fourth quarter here. Veras back on the floor now. So is Collier. So the main players are in there.
We got big versus big now. This is what we want to see. Go 8 minutes and let these guys play.
And putting on the floor is Patton. He'll get fouled. That'll be the fourth team foul now against Chambersburg. Foul called on Schreffler. That's his first. Big stack along the line. There you see Veras back into the game now. See if he's a difference maker. A lot of talking out there. Guys are talking with each other. It doesn't look like it's bad talk. We're just kind of chatting.
They're chatting. They've been chatting a little bit here tonight. And I mean, hey, this is a championship game, so people are going to talk.
As long as you're not obnoxious and
Right,
stuff, you
right.
chat a little bit. Maybe they're just saying, "Hey guys, isn't this great? We're having a good
Yeah.
time. We're playing championship. Another night of round ball here.
Don't we wish?
Hey, we can dream."
Yeah, that's right.
No, it actually
sometimes
looks-
it's positive. It's positive. It
Rouse
hasn't-
and Westry are standing there. They're kind of laughing and talking to each other a little bit. So it's what you want to see. Good sportsmanship. Here's Trinity with the basketball. Here's Veras. What a well-conceived play. Both guards split. Veras just stood there, hesitated, went to the basket.
and
They
then
found him wide
yeah,
open.
it's a delayed movement. And that's 6 points for Veras.
It's about as simple a call as you ever want to make, but in fact, look at this. And right up against Veras goes Collier inside. He loses control, out of bounds. Trinity's got it.
Tied up 30-30. They get the look they want. I know Collier thought maybe it was a foul. It was a little bit rough play inside. This is what we want to see. These two big guys, 6'7", 6'8", battle inside.
Jeff Thompson, Larry Kostelak got two guys to help out Veras there, so either way that Collier went, they were there waiting for him.
Oh, they had all hands on there, about 6 hands on that ball.
There's a kick out long, has not hit a three yet tonight. Still has not hit a three. There's Collier trying to save it. He's going to go out of bounds, and the ball stays with the Shamrocks. So what Larry Kostelak has done is pinched in two players and saying, you can beat us outside, but we're not going to let Collier beat us inside, and trying to keep Veras out of more foul trouble.
Exactly.
Tell you one thing, Chambersburg plays great defense, as does Trinity, but I'll tell you what, these guys, big defense, big wingspans as well.
Yeah.
Long trying to hit one. Still cold outside. Looks like he's lifted and lifted again instead of reaching in. Rouse. Rouse has it knocked away. Back into the game comes Zangari, and Long sits down. Long has just not been able to hook it up, but he's gotten good looks.
He has. I mean, he really has.
30-30, 6:46 to play. The first girls' championship tonight. Chambersburg over Cumberland Valley went 5 quarters. 46-42, Trinity winning that. Rouse loses Westry for a moment. But Rouse is the creator. He loves that little step-back shot.
And that's what he can do. That's his great shot. That's 6 points for him, but that's a much-needed shot. Give him the lead, 32-30.
Jeff Thompson, he's so strong. When he feeds back like that, he has the ability to still get that strength to get the shot up.
He's unbelievably strong, and you can't really see that probably on TV, but it's very evident.
Rouse was 6 in the game, 32-30. Chambersburg with the lead. Coming up on 6 minutes here is Westry trying to make a move. Westry, he's going to get fouled. Foul is going to be the 4th if it's on Holsapple.
I'm telling you, I believe this freshman, his game, he can get to the basket. He's the one guy out there in that green and white that can create his own shot.
That's a big foul. Holsapple, a big part of this team, and Schreffler is going to leave him in for now.
I think you have to. I think you go with who you have on the floor right here. This is your best lineup versus your both teams, actually.
Shot is no good by Westry, who stays on 9 points. Now you pull Holsapple out, and you bring a Doctor back in there. Max Doctor.
Westry was 3 for 3 before that miss. He's 3 for 4 from the line.
Schreffler looked down his bench. He said, is there a doctor in the house?
That's right.
And he said, I'm right here, coach. 0 for 2 for Westry. 2 big opportunities. He's missed his last 3. Don't forget, we have a giant post-game show coming up when this game eventually ends. Our Pizza Hut play of the game, our Hump Before play of the game, stolen away by Trinity. Walker pulls it out. 8th turnover against the Trojans. They lead by 2. 5:42 to go in this one. Westry to Veras. Zangari thought about it. Walker makes the move. They're going to call him for a charge. Patrick Walker, third foul on him.
We'll have to look at it again, Gary.
Take a look. Here comes Walker. Comes across. You're going to see Browse step on in there. And Browse took the hit.
He had position. He was there. I mean, it's a charge, or you could go look no call, but if you're going to call it, that would have been a charge.
Third foul on Walker. You talk about a guy with positive body language. Seth Browse has it. Look at him.
Oh, yeah. Well, he's a floor general, too. Look at him. I mean, he is definitely a guy you got to have on the floor at all times.
Here goes Collier against Veras. Veras holds him off this time as Collier pushed away a little bit. Back comes Westry.
He needed to be a little stronger with that. He didn't have to fade away so far.
Trinity down by 2. Westry looking to make a move on Doctor. Zangari's he's got Walker wide open. Walker doesn't look to take it. Here's Walker. This time pulls up. Walker cannot go. Pulled down by Collier. 4:45 to go. 32-30. Chambersburg leads it.
That was a tough miss. That was a big possession for Trinity.
Oh, you got Collier posted up down inside. Here goes Collier. And Collier, Veras doing a nice job of holding his own there and keeping Collier away from the basket.
Collier's out of control a little bit. He's got to relax a little bit inside.
Timeout. Trinity will take one as well. It's 32-30. Chambersburg leads it. 4:25 to go in this one on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Today's Advanced Hoops tip will feature steps. The lateral cone drill is just one fundamental a player will learn in my class.
As a trusted local community bank, Mid-Penn Bank offers options for families including Simply Free Checking, a Young Savers account, great rates on CDs and money markets, and an array of financing options including mortgages and home equity loans. Stop in at a Mid-Penn Bank branch near you or visit midpennbank.com to learn more. Gary Sutton, Todd McCall, Jeff Thompson, and the whole Invica crew here tonight. Jeff, 32-30, and we're heading down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. What do you got, my friend?
Well, it looked like sumo wrestling between Tyler Collier and Kalen Veras that last time.
That was a great call. I mean, it's what it looked like. Collier was a little out of control. I think he just needs to gather himself a little bit. He doesn't have to make that extra move. Go strong with it. If Veras blocks his shot, then you adjust the next time.
Biggest lead of the game has been 6 points, 22-16. 5 ties, 6 lead changes as we rumble toward the stretch. Oh, he pushed off.
He did. That's a charge.
He put that elbow out right away to Veras. That's a great call. The moment you see that elbow separate from the midsection, it's going to be a foul. Watch this. Watch the right arm. Here it comes. See how he put it up? The moment that steps up and gets space, that's going to be a charge every single time.
And Veras has 4. He's got to come off the floor. Now this is advantage Collier. If Collier knows that Veras is, first thing I would do as a point guard right now is tell Collier, Ross should tell Collier, hey, Veras is off the floor. We're coming at you. I don't care what's going to happen. Look, he's going to look at it. He's going to survey it, right, Gary? Ross is going to survey it.
13 turnovers, 3 via the offensive foul against Trinity. You see Collier's away from the basket now, and now he's going to get called for a charge. So there we go again, just as we saw in the first quarter, and it happens back-to-back here in the fourth. Take a look. Watch what happens. So it's a spin move, kind of hooked around. That one you can probably debate a little bit.
I would say.
So Collier goes to bench, and back we come now to a guard-oriented game as Collier's got 4. And now it's a coach's game under the 4-minute mark. Guard's back in control here again. Who's going to do the best job at the guard spot? There's the best match over the floor right there. Browse, Westry buries the 2 and ties it up.
I mean, I feel like I'm just talking to myself a little bit on this. This kid can do that all game. Let him do it.
11 points for Westry in this game. 3:34 to go. Williams says, let me take over. Trinity fights off the rebound here and gets it. Here comes Westry up against Doctor. Long pass. Free look there for Zangari. He said, takes it to the basket. A block call. 2 points. Zangari, Trinity with the lead by 2.
Gutsy move, gutsy play. Zangari getting one when they need it. The problem with Zangari is I think many times he looks over the bench and worried about what's going to be said. When Zangari just plays, he does this right here.
The foul will go up against Doctor, and you saw that great drive again. Doctor picks up his third, and the shot up good.
Zangari with a solid 8 points for Trinity.
Really does, and now you got a 3-point lead, 3:10 to play. Looking to try to find Holzapfel or Williams. Williams gets the pull up at the foul line, and a timeout called by Coach Schreffler. Chambersburg down by 3 with 3:03 to go. You're watching the Mid-Penn Boys Basketball Championship here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Mom, can we have burgers? Sure. Fries? Yep. Milkshakes? You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant. Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
Mr. PA and Miss PA is coming up your way on February 21st. The nomination starts for Miss PA basketball selection. Charlie Fortney, the statewide selection committee, will be nominating players all over the state of Pennsylvania. Get ready to vote for Miss PA in the coming months. And let's see who gets selected in 2019 to represent Pennsylvania at this year's dinner. Go to PABball.com for more information. Here's Browse with the basketball.
Look, they went back to Collier inside. I think that's a good call. Let him play it out with 2:50. You need your big on the floor. I'd probably go back with Varus, too.
And they put Collier out and let him run a cut this time. Long look, not going to go. Collier goes skying. He gets the ball, but he's fouled underneath. He'll go to the line for 2.
Collier has 8 points in this game going to the line, and I mean,
Trey McAuliffe is the guy who got caught there. McAuliffe with his second foul. And now if you're Larry Kostelak, you're trying to decide when do I bring Virus back here to answer the Collier puzzle. Collier, though, does not take advantage of it as he misses his first at the line. He'll get one more. 0 for 2 there tonight thus far. Collier's second shot good.
That's 9 for him, and I mean, I don't know. I think I bring Varus back here in the 2:42. Let the two big guys play it out to battle royal.
I think this possession decides what you're going to do for Trinity. He's got ball handlers in there right now, cutters. And look, they're just going to run a lot of that motion that Coach Kostelak's been known for a lot of years.
All right, you got a 2-point lead. I mean, do you really have to do anything crazy? No. Be patient. Don't force something.
Walker with a good move. Walker with a turnaround, draws the foul, and he gets Collier out of the game. And gets 2 points to boot. We said this possession would determine what they do with Varus. I think Patrick Walker just said, I got an idea. Let me take on the big guy and see if I can put him on the bench.
Patrick Walker's every bit of 6'3". Look what he does here. He's going to use his moves. Okay, got him off his feet. Gather, boom.
And there goes Collier, and Max Doctor back in for him. Collier was saying, I want to stay out here. The problem is, when you have 5 fouls, the referees frown on that.
Yeah, maybe in the old Big East in the old days with Patrick Ewing and guys when you're allowed 6 in the Big East, but not here, unfortunately.
Walker, 74% free throw shooter. Nothing out of 1 there tonight.
How about Patrick Walker stepping up in this fourth quarter here?
Got so far in the fourth quarter, 6 points. Big in this game.
6 big points. It's like 20, really.
Now they're looking for Schreffler. They got Long all over him. Walker's going to foul on the drive for Schreffler. So now you see your big gun stepping up here in the fourth quarter trying to make something happen offensively. Jeff Thompson.
Patrick Walker, that was a very intelligent play down at the other end, but Ethan just answered it down at this end. You're exactly correct.
So for Walker now, you've got 4 fouls on him. You can ill afford to lose him here with 2:06 to go in the game as Schreffler back at the line.
I mean, it's still anybody's ball game, but if Chambersburg will go away to lose this ball game, you could go foul trouble. But Trinity had it too, so you could speak on both parts. But you know, one thing I felt like Chambersburg could have done is push the ball a little more. This played into the hands of Trinity by playing this game under 40 tonight.
Schreffler looking to make it 2 in a row, does. He's got 9 points tonight. Chambersburg from the line this game. If they lose tonight, 6 out of 15. 15 for the line will be one of the big reasons why. Now here comes Chambersburg with a little half-court track. Right there is where you want it, in the hands of Westry right now. 1:53 to go. You want to make Chambersburg have to come out here and play you tight. Back door. Long, up, in. Great pass from Westry to Long on a backdoor cut.
Executed to perfection. Trinity knew they were going to get that look, and that's what they got.
Long's first 2 points of the night. There's Holsapple trying to find a way. He's going to get fouled again. It's going to be marked up on McAuliffe, who's got 3. But the way Chambersburg been shooting with the free throw line tonight, it may not be necessarily a terrible foul.
Right.
Holsapple so far this evening, though, is the best shooter for Chambersburg, 3 out of 4. He's made his last 3, but rattles this one out. Here comes Veras back in, now Walker. Minute 29 to go. 5-point lead. Shamrocks. Their girls already won the opening championship game, 46-42. Could it be 2 for the Capital Division tonight and 2 for the Shamrocks? Holsapple, second one up is good. Long way to go yet in this one. 6 points of the game now for Holsapple. And you get a timeout called by Larry Kostelak. We'll take one as well. 1:29 to go. 40-36. Trinity leads it. It's the boys' Mid-Penn Championship game on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
My name is Monica. I'm an elementary school teacher.
My name is Mitch. I'm a graphic design specialist.
We have 4 children. Currently we have life and auto insurance with Erie. Our agent is helping us to move our homeowners insurance to Erie as well.
They've always been a good company and good customer service. If anything ever happens to me, my family will be protected.
Call Logan or Warren Stumpf at Capital Region Insurance Agency, 717-731-1142.
40-36. There you see Christy Britton behind the Trinity bench. Her team already has gold in their pocket tonight. Jeff Thompson, the boys trying to add to that right now, but a 40-36 lead to go as we come down the stretch.
Well, they're in an enviable position because they have the ball and a 4-point lead and about 10 guards in the game right now.
Trinity 7 out of 12 this half and 2-point field goals. 5 out of 15 for Chambersburg. What's led to those numbers so far here, Todd, in your opinion?
Well, foul line wise, I mean, Chambersburg has gotten to the basket more often in that second half. That's why they're going to the foul line. They're just not converting. For Trinity just got a little more patient, a little more confident, and then Patrick Walker stepped up, scored a tough 6 points in the fourth quarter when they needed it in a tight ball game. 6 points is like 20 in a game like this.
So Patton's got it. He's going to get double teamed. He's got Long behind him. They got Westry ahead. They throw it ahead to Walker. Walker hard to the basket. Walker up and in! Patrick Walker has taken over in the fourth quarter. Walker now with 8 points in the fourth quarter as Browse kicks it out. Now a sense of urgency for Chambersburg. Williams lets it go. Will not go. Tapped out by Westry. Taken by Long. And fouled from behind. 1:02 to play. The Shamrocks with a 6-point lead. And you're going to see Zangari get back in there now for Trinity. Foul somewhat academic at this point on Holsapple. Checked out on Williams, rather, to be his 3rd. So out comes Patton, in comes Zangari. Long at the line. Has not been there yet tonight. 62% free throw shooter. Nails this one. And that's huge, Jeff Thompson. That makes it a 3-possession game.
It is huge. And Patrick Walker stepped up in this fourth quarter. He was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So here's the second one coming up from Long right now. This makes it 2 threes and a deuce if he makes it, but he doesn't. Comes off. So a 3-possession lead here right now for Trinity. Long look, not going to go. Yanked down underneath there. It's going to be a foul over the back, I think, on Browse. Big time rebound by Zangari. And now with 53.4 seconds to go, Trinity has a chance to salt this one away. That's the 4th foul now against Max Doctor. We thought it was Browse, but Max Doctor got called for the foul underneath. Free throws for the game for Trinity, 9 of 15, making 9 of 16 now. So they've had their opportunities to put this one down. You're still up 3 possessions any way you look at it. Vanguard with the second one, almost like, okay, I've had it. I'm just going to put this in. You have no time right now to play with the ball. Every second counts. Underneath it goes. Treffler has it taken away for the moment. Jump ball on the floor. Ball belongs to Chambersburg.
Well, I think somebody took a shot at somebody when they were down on the floor, and that's where it got a little bit.
Let's take a look at what happened here. There you see a lot of, been physical all night long. Vangari down there. And Veras kind of pushed through to help his teammate. And I think they saw that as kind of a shove. Now the officials are going to talk this over. This is big.
They were just on the floor, and I you know, that's going to happen. You know, guys get chippy. You know, this is a big game. Championship games, stuff like that happens. And the play's been physical tonight. On both teams.
Officials have done a nice job this evening keeping it even
the
whole
sure have.
way.
They sure have.
Players have been physical both ways, so
right.
Everybody's kind of got
a championship game. You're right. You're
Jeff,
right.
That happened right in front of you down there, Jeff. What did you see?
Well, it got real physical, and I think there was a push, and I think the referees are sorting it out right now. I think they have it under control. I also want to say Patrick Walker might have saved that fight, too. He not only scored 8 in the fourth quarter.
I think there's a technical being called on Veras, and that would be his 5th foul if it is. We'll wait and see.
I think it's on Veras, and I don't know if Veras did anything but pulled somebody away, but
he pushed through. I think he was just
through.
running through.
Yeah,
but
just to help out.
It didn't look like he separated his hands or anything. He just kind of shoved his way through. He's a big guy.
Oh, maybe it was double foul. I think double foul.
Okay. And Coach Treffler is trying to get an explanation here. Doctor's on the bench. He's got 4. This is the largest lead in the game at 8 points right now for Trinity. And if you're Trinity, well, Chambersburg has the basketball. You have very little time right now to do anything but try to get some threes or a quick deuce. 41.3 seconds ago, Chambersburg with the basketball. We finally sort it all out. Big look, not going to go. Over the top it goes. Williams with the ball. Williams up, not going to go again. And there's Veras with the rebound, and Veras will get fouled. And Trinity, 30.2 seconds to go, has an 8-point lead and a chance to add to it here with Veras, who is a 57% free throw shooter. Second foul on Ethan Treffler. Don't forget, we'll have our Giant post-game show coming up. We'll feature our Pizza Hut play of the game and our Hoffman Ford player of the game. Here's Veras. Up, no good. Veras for 6 points tonight. Can't bring this one home. He'll try for another one. So Veras can put his team up by 3 threes. Can't do it. Misses both. Still life for Chambersburg. Another good look. That won't go for Chambersburg off the hands of Braden Byers. Browse. And Browse gets fouled on the 3. Larry Kostelak is livid. Of all the things you want to have happen, fouling the 3-point shooter is not one of them.
It's not, but Browse did a good job also of buying that foul a little bit. I mean, he's a great actor. He got slightly bumped and went hard to the ground and knew he could draw the foul.
Was it a foul where you were at, Jeff Thompson?
I think it might have been, and Chambersburg has a pulse, but it's a weak one.
So Browse at the line. His first shot is up. No good. Got to take advantage of the opportunities you just got.
And that's what killed him tonight, the foul line. They just could not convert from the foul line tonight.
No consistency. You got to make the free 15-footer when you get a chance. He makes the second one, he'll get one more. Back to within 7 now. You need to get it down to 2 possessions with 19 and a half to play. He does exactly that. Browse on the night with 8 points. Long has it, quickly gets it to Walker, all the way ahead to Veras. Veras cross court. They're going to throw right back, and all you got to do now is hang on to it. Westry gets fouled. He'll go to the line. As Williams with the foul, somewhat academic now, 11.6 seconds to go.
Right, and Yeah. Trinity coming away with a sweep tonight. I mean, that is probably going in. None of us maybe predicted that. I wasn't sure if Trinity can match up with the physicality of Chambersburg. Well, they did. They did tonight.
Well, West Street's been solid tonight, but the guy that's owned the fourth quarter has been Walker. He just took over the game.
He really did. West Street solid, as you said, too. Could easily be make a case for player of the game. But Walker, big time, 8 points in the fourth quarter when they needed it, and I felt like that made the difference.
11 points for West Street now. Final look, not going to go. Walker's got it. 2 seconds, 1 second. Trinity is 0.4 seconds away from winning their school's second championship of the night, and yet another trophy to go in the Shamrock Showcase.
And there's so many of them, from state championships and district championships. I mean, unbelievable.
This will be their 19th win of the season as they head to the playoffs. For Chambersburg, 19-5.
So Trinity from the Capital Division comes away and beats the Commonwealth champ. Part of me would love to see Trinity up in the Commonwealth, just for the fact that I know they can hang there, they can play there. Wouldn't that be great to see?
Walker, 10 points here in the second half, and that's it. The Shamrocks win it, 47-38. The Mid-Penn Championship, 2 trophies, heading back to Shiremanstown. We'll take a break. We'll be right back with our post-game show here on High School Sports Live TV on ABC 27.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
Do you want to answer that?
Nah, I'd never with a kid in the car.
It's okay. I'm not here. I'm there.
Groff Tractor is your full-line equipment dealer representing Case Construction and many other leading brands, serving the total sales, rental, parts, and service needs of its customers. Groff Tractor paves the way for your projects from start to finish. With 11 locations, Groff Tractor is always close by your equipment needs. Groff also offers 24/7 field service. Groff Tractor is your #1 source for everything under construction.
Mom, can we have burgers?
Sure. Fries?
Yep. Milkshakes?
You got it.
Nutritious twists at prices you'll love. That's a combination you'll only find at Giant. Save big. Giant brand roasting chicken drumsticks or thighs, 99 cents per pound. See store for details.
What were you thinking, Chuck?
You're not 18 anymore.
Is my leg supposed to bend like that?
6 months on the heating pad. I hope it was worth it.
I wonder if cartilage grows back.
Yep, that's gonna break right in half.
This looks so easy on TV.
Just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
And at HoffmanFord.com, they make it easy to find the new or used Ford you've been looking for. Search nearly 500 new and used vehicles right at your fingertips. And when you find one you like, you can even get pre-approved by applying online. Plus, you can chat live or text a real person to answer any questions you may have. Start your shopping at HoffmanFord.com. They make it easy to get into a new or used Ford today.
Hoffman Ford, just what you're looking for, Hoffman has it.
Welcome back to our Giant post-game show. The Mid-Penn Championships here tonight. Trinity girls won the opener 46-42 in overtime. The boys only needed 4 quarters tonight. They won it 47-38 in a really tough defensive battle here tonight. Jeff Thompson, you watch this game, if you're an enthusiast about offense, it wasn't your game. If you love defense, you love physicality, this was it.
Oh, they got after it defensively. And I thought emblematic of this game, I've watched Trinity a few times this year. Patrick Walker has played with an arm sleeve. He let the guns out tonight.
Todd, you look at what Walker did in the fourth quarter, it's almost like he just said, hey, my name's Walker. I was supposed to help take over this game, and that's exactly what he did.
It's like the legacy and the name just kind of fit the whole situation, and he did the little things. He found the groove inside the defense, went to the basket, scored strong and ones, converted from the foul line. What a step up, and what a big win for Larry Koslak and his group. One of the bigger wins, and he's won a lot of big games, but that was a big win.
Well, 2 wins for the Capital Division tonight. They're going to be bragging a little bit this year about that, with both girls coming from Trinity and Trinity boys. But, you know, you look at this game tonight, Trinity did a big-time job in both games, and you're watching Larry Koslak putting the hardware around his kids' necks right now. It's always a proud moment when you do that. Well, let's take a look, first of all, at our Pizza Hut play of the game tonight. And Chad Edwards and the Invica crew have been picking this one out. And what did they come up with? How about this one? What a great spin move. As you saw, Ben Patton going hard to the basket. Take a look at this again. He just lost his guy. Beautiful spin move, knowing exactly where to go. And Patton with a big bucket to keep his team up there in the third quarter. Now our Hoffman Ford player of the game, here he is, Patrick Walker. And he put 9 points in the fourth quarter and just literally took over. Take a look at the moves he made here.
And he did it fundamentally. He did it with reverse pivots. He did it with up and unders.
Got Collier out of the game with that shot. Here he comes at the end, and what a strong finish he had coming down the stretch. He had 11 points tonight. Westry had 13 for the Shamrocks. Well, this is our last game of the season, guys, and we really enjoyed it. Jeff Thompson, great working with you. Your final thoughts on this one tonight?
Well, it was a Shamrock night, and it was a lot of fun. This playoff was excellent, I think, overall. I went to the semifinal games and I went to the finals. Good idea for the Mid-Penn playoff. And it was a pleasure to work with you, Gary Sutton,
Enjoyed
and
it.
Todd McCall.
Todd McCall, great as always working with you, my friend. Final thoughts on this season and tonight?
Just it's been a great it's been a great season, but in particular to be able to do a Mid-Penn tournament and see 2 great games tonight. Games hard fought. All 4 teams hustled. All 4 teams are champions, really, in my book tonight, the way they played.
Well, if you're a Shamrock tonight, you're shaking over there in Shiremanstown because you're taking home 2 gold medals tonight and putting them back in that trophy case that's already laden with gold. Kind of like a pot of gold, you'd say, as a Shamrock, right?
Exactly.
Anyway, it's been great being with you tonight and throughout the course of the season. We have a lot of people to thank here. Very quickly, Charlie Fortney and John Polly. The great guys have been doing all the stuff before the game started. Of course, Chad Edwards and the Invica crew. Stupendous pictures all season long. Jim Gallagher, just a great job with stats and keeping us up to date throughout the night. And then, of course, Jeff Thompson traveling the sidelines, and Todd McCall. We've had a great time bringing all of it to you this season, all here on High School Sports Live TV. Thank you so much for joining us. We get ready for the second and third season now. The playoffs all start after the league playoffs, and you can watch it all and listen to it all, and hope you have a great time getting out to those games. Support high school basketball. They need you out there. For High School Sports Live TV, I'm Gary Sutton. We're proud to have brought it here on ABC 27.
We got the phone call that every parent spends their lives dreading. Life as we knew it and loved it ended at that moment. Our daughter had been admitted to the ER in full cardiac arrest.
We were eating breakfast and enjoying a cup of coffee. How does this happen?
Sudden cardiac arrest stole our beautiful, vibrant 19-year-old daughter's life that day. We didn't get to say goodbye, but Peyton left us with a vital mission to save as many lives as we can and to prevent this from happening to even one more family. Sudden cardiac arrest is the #1 killer of student athletes. Sudden cardiac arrest takes the life of one child every hour, every single day. Sudden cardiac arrest is the leading cause of death on school campuses. And you know what the really tragic fact is? Most heart conditions that lead to sudden cardiac arrest are detectable and treatable. Sadly, about 2% of children are walking around with undiagnosed heart conditions. We've learned so much since losing Peyton, and we are fully committed to increasing awareness and survival rates of sudden cardiac arrest because we don't want any other families or parents to live with the pain that we live with. The foundation embarked on its mission and got to work. Thanks to all of our medical partners throughout the area, we are able to screen hundreds of teens at a time, providing free EKGs, murmur checks, and free echocardiograms if needed.
While learning my son had a heart condition was shocking, finding out saved his life. The Peyton Walker Foundation has saved another family from heartbreak. Thank you.
My daughter Samantha was diagnosed with a heart condition. She had to have surgery. The only reason we knew she had the heart condition was because she attended a screening sponsored by the Peyton Walker Foundation. Attending that screening could have saved Samantha's life. We are so thankful to the Peyton Walker Foundation for everything they do. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts.
I'm just very grateful for someone taking something that was so painful for them and making it a positive for other parents.
At UPMC Pinnacle Cardiology, we are proud to partner with the Peyton Walker Foundation and provide free cardiac screening for the children of Central Pennsylvania. We urge all parents to have their teens screened at some point. You can and should want to take measures to protect your child's health. We are here to help.
Another important aspect of our work, the foundation actively donates life-saving AEDs all throughout Central Pennsylvania because we know AEDs save lives, and yet there is a critical shortage of AEDs available in our schools and communities.
Without warning, I went into a sudden cardiac arrest while walking into the store with my wife. The only reason I'm here today is another shopper started CPR. An AED was then used to shock me back. We need to have more people trained in CPR, and we need to have more access to AEDs in our community. The Peyton Walker Foundation is working hard to make this happen while saving lives in our community.
We relentlessly educate families and entire communities about sudden cardiac arrest, the signs and symptoms, what to do in an emergency, and how to save a life. We forge partnerships across the state to reach a broader audience and raise awareness.
The Peyton Walker Foundation was really something that came across our desk, and we knew immediately that it was the right partnership. Their mission is our mission, is to help kids and save kids, and we hope to have the partnership for a long time to come.
The foundation has provided CPR and AED training for thousands of mid-state residents. Our efforts are having a tremendous impact in the community by teaching these life-saving skills, but our work is not done. You can help by volunteering, getting your kids' heart screened, by learning CPR, or most importantly, by donating to the Peyton Walker Foundation.
Checking hearts, protecting hearts, saving lives. The Peyton Walker Foundation.
And we need you so that no other parent will get the phone call that will change their life.